DeFi Kingdoms team, I have an urgent message I feel is helpful for you guys. First of all, I love you guys. Crypto Grady. Wish I could change my in-game name. I'm pretty new to the project. Came in right at probably the worst time I could have and just got destroyed. That's not why I'm shooting this video. I have been in crypto for many years. You guys are one of the absolute, hands down, best, most amazing teams in the entire crypto space. Your core values, the way you function, the way you put the community first, the way you make yourselves servants, amazing. That's what caused me to get into the project. I believe in you guys. The more I have gotten to know you guys, your team, the way you guys function, your core values, it's like a dream come true, especially in the crypto space where you have a team that is very responsive, caring, that you want, you believe. It's like your baby, Frisky Fox. This is your baby. This is what you do. You're a servant to the community. So as a core value in business, I'm basically retired now. I've started businesses, sold them, done well in crypto, basically retired. And all the more have gotten way caught on to DeFi Kingdoms. And what I was a little bit worried about what I saw over this last week was that you were getting discouraged, Frisky Fox specifically, and I'm sure others on the team, like Andre Cronje, who looked at the crypto community as a whole as a bunch of entitled brats, basically, who don't value or appreciate the awesomeness, essentially, that you bring to the table, where you don't just have dollar signs. It's not just about making money. It's about having a project that you believe in and you pour your heart and soul out and your servants to the space. And like CZ with Binance, like Do Kwon with Terra Luna, the successful, long-term successful guys, which I would actually say CZ is probably the wealthiest guy in the world, maybe even more than Elon Musk. I don't think people really understand how wealthy he is. He's been a servant the whole time to the space. And he never puts the dollar before being awesome, ever. Like every step of the way, everything he does is the best. He's awesome. And so having been involved in the crypto space and gone through so much BS that happens all the time, it drives me nuts. Okay, then you come across a project with awesome people, an awesome team that you're servants to the community. You execute, you actually get things. It's not like Cardano where I love Cardano. I bought it when it was 1 penny. Okay, but it's like, how many years has it been? And my Yuri wallet still can't even simply connect to Sunday Swap. Like it can't even connect to the DEX yet. Okay, talk about lack of execution. You guys execute, you get stuff done. You've built this from the ground up, from essentially, from what I can tell, nothing. You've built this up from nothing. You're amazing. Okay, so I find this project and I go all in, essentially. And I've never been called a whale before, but I'm on the whale wallet list. Hero whale. Okay. And the contest, different things you do, just awesome. The game is brilliant. It's so awesome. Okay. And then, like with Andre Cronje, listening to too much negativity all the time, he just got pissed and left twice. But he was just a servant. Like with Yearn Finance, he didn't take he spent about $1 million to create that out of his own pocket and didn't even take one coin from the initial airdrop. Now, obviously, he got wealthy from it. Is this project? I'm sure he bought in just like anyone else could buy in. Okay, he was what made Phantom awesome. Okay, so urgent message here. So just know that's the foundation. I'm gonna say a few hard things. This is all out of love to try to help you guys, because it's not like you've done anything gross, like egregiously wrong that I can tell. Okay. But it came across that there's some things that were coming across that way and they weren't addressed properly. We heard the brown gent today. He like exited out of his position. The sky was falling. Okay. So bad move number one. Okay. He talked about you guys needing a PR. You guys need a PR guy. You guys are like, you remind me, I have some really just genius friends, doctor friends, lawyer friends, like computer programmers. And you're like engineers. Okay. You're not marketing people. You're not good at messaging, communicating. Okay. Even though you're great at communicate, like you do these AMAs, it's awesome. It's really refreshing. Okay. But when you do things like, let's put it up to a community vote or to kick me out. Okay. No, like what? This is your baby. If you're out, then we're all out essentially. And okay. So like I've made mistakes being a dad. And I love the point that Dreamer made today, like how good you are at listening to the community. You're good at listening to your other staff, your team members. Awesome. So that doesn't take away from any of this. Just like with my 6-year-old daughter, she has a voice. I need to be sensitive to hear her out and let her have a voice. Okay. And I've made a lot of mistakes as a dad, but that doesn't mean I'm going to like put it up to a vote to let someone else come in and be her dad. No, I'm her dad. So lesson number one, Dreamer, I do appreciate you being sensitive and okay, but this was not a time to fall on the sword and put yourself up on a crucifix. Okay, no, you need to get a backbone and take control of what was going on and apologize where you need to apologize, fully be transparent and own what you need to own. Okay, but then you need to inspire and take control of this burning building. Not you just like threw gasoline on the fire. And the fact, Dreamer, you were like, thought it was a vote of confidence to do this community vote. No. Okay, like that's just 101 PR, marketing, business mind. Okay, you guys are engineers. You need a PR person to, okay, just even the fact that the moderator today, one of your team, awesome guy, love you, is not a smack in the face. Okay, but the moderator made a comment today in the AMA, like, well, we wanted to make sure the information was correct. So we didn't want to put too much information out there. Meanwhile, you have like George, I am George, on his YouTube channel with 1 million followers, okay, saying he's done. You have all your awesome crypto channel guys were already selling out of the position. Okay, so that's not a time to be like, oh, we want to wait and make sure we give the proper context to communicate. No, just the fact that thought moderator, I forget, which I know I should know your name. I'm new to the project. I'm sorry. But just the fact that thought went through your mind just says right away, you're not a PR guy. You're not good at messaging, because a business-minded, messaging-minded guy would be like your whole project was burning down at the time. And you're sitting, well, we want to make sure we get the messaging right. No, you need to jump out in front of that. You need to. So then today, after the AMA, you still had George come on his channel and double down why he doesn't. He literally said twice now, back-to-back shows, that he doesn't think DeFi Kingdoms will fail. And he said Frisky Fox is gone. Okay, where's the PR guy jumping out in front of that? There has to be a guy like a hawk all over that, like white on rice, in your messaging and you're communicating. And there are several times, even in your AMAs, which I love, by the way, totally love. You need a facilitator to help on the messaging, because sometimes someone will ask a question and you're thinking like your engineer, nerd out, geek out, engineer mind. You're like giving an explanation that's way too long and could be way simplified. It's still a great explanation, and that is still needed, the geek out, nerd out explanations. But you need a PR guy for a simplistic message at times like that. Just 101 business. And you, I can already tell how much you're being a business guy, having with Traction, Gino Wickman, having businesses, buzzwords that you say all the time of process and hiring 50 employees. I mean, that's a nightmare. You've grown so fast. You're really doing well at getting all this. But when it comes to messaging is so key. That's how a guy like Charles Hoskinson with Cardano, after 5 years of essentially having nothing, I still can't even get, I'm on doing DeFi, every single DeFi platform there is. I still can't hardly even do anything with Cardano. Okay, but he is out in front in the messaging. And he has his core values. And he just has somehow created, when I first discovered deeper how awesome this project is and how awesome your team is and how awesome all of you guys are. All of you guys are so awesome. It's like, why isn't there 3 million users of this project? Why isn't this like in the top 50 on the market cap? I'm thinking if I were in charge of this, just basic 101 PR messaging, we would have like 1 million daily users. So that's something I feel like you guys need to sit back and reflect on a little more. It's not necessarily your strength. Like you have aspects of those strengths, all of you, including the moderator. You do a good job. I love you guys. It could use a little polishing. We'll just say that. So if my 4-year-old daughter, I'm going to hear her out, but I'm still her dad. You needed to grab the bull by the horns, Frisky Fox, man up, grow a pair, and put your foot down. It's good that you still listen and not like what Dreamer said today, where you just don't listen and you think you know everything. You're not humble, essentially. Yeah, it's awesome to be humble. You're like too humble. In fact, it's weird, like Brown Gent like wanted you to apologize. Your whole thing was like an apology. That's how I was taking it. You're being way too like being a pushover. This is your baby. Man up, inspire, and put people's fears at ease. That comes in messaging. Simple messaging. There's so many more things I could hit on. Those are the big things. Get this community vote BS out. What's the community know? We don't know what's really going on the inside. No, you need to have a leadership team deal with this. You need to jump out in front of it. The community doesn't really know still, even after some of your explanations. There's still a little bit of fogginess that people have skepticism. That's messaging. Okay. Okay. This initial wallet that provided liquidity. Okay. I know I'm not asking you to KYC the guy to us, but are you taking money from that? Okay. That's a question. People still think, even after your AMA, that you took some money from that. Okay. There's like 30 million Jewel, right? The guy, or 18 million Jewel, something like that, which is a huge, that's a biggest whale wallet. Okay. Do you just want to take all that into the treasury fund? Okay. There needs to be better communicating with all this, because I would say just core value of mine. And I feel like you hold the same core values. You're not just trying to money grab. It's not about money for you guys. It's about your vision and your passion for the project, which is, that's the key to success. And then money comes later, like a freight train. It's hard to get going. When I started my businesses, it wasn't there to make money. I wanted to have the best insurance company. I wanted to have the best car dealership. I wanted to have the best construction company. Whatever it is that I was doing, and sold those businesses now, I made $0.00 for like the first several years. Okay, now I'm retired. Okay, because I had the trust of my clients. And I feel like you guys have that. But you can't, in the messaging, that's like the biggest thing here. The messaging of the community and the adoption of your game and DeFi. It's just amazing. I love it. And I'm like, I went nuts buying heroes and just got absolutely wrecked in every way, shape, and form. bought essentially at the top, and now it's just. And then once George, you're talking about selling, or you're talking about stepping down, and I'm just like, oh shit. So I sold right at the bottom, $1.30, $1.25. I'm like, I better get out now. I've just lost all my liquidity of my Bitcoin, my Ethereum, my Luna, I just 6 figures income lost, let alone on the 380 heroes that I bought. Okay. Okay. So, it's not even about that. I still love you guys. I'm still like trying to level my guys up so I can win these damn daily contests for single heroes, which I can't because I can't get a level 10 hero, which is killing me. I love that. The contests are amazing. It's a big part of what caused me to buy all the heroes. It's so you got to expand your contest because that makes and have a top 100. It gets everybody way more engaged. I love it. That could use more. I love the total wallet ones, obviously, because I'm a hero whale and I just consent, but I can't ever win a single hero contest ever. Even close. I don't even know. I don't even get it. The stamina potions like don't help. It's like they're awful when I use a stamina potion. There's so many things I could go over. I love you guys so much and I love the project so much. It almost makes me just like want to help be a part of the team for free. And that needs to be the heart of the people on the team, by the way. So the devs, they need to have the heart where it's not about making a secure, stable paycheck. I mean, maybe that's what you have to do. It's a big company now that you guys have going. But really, ideally, you want to have people with a heart for the project. They're already invested in the project. Okay, and so that's why they want to develop. I'll come and be, and I've heard this from 10 other guys, say, I'll come and be your PR guy. They'll do it for free. I'll do it for free. It's just because we believe in the project and we love you guys so much. That needs to be the heart, and I feel like that is the heart. So money is a very sensitive topic, and I feel like you have a pretty strong grasp on that. It's about the community. It's about the project. It's not about the money. It's not about dollar signs. That's awesome. And I want to encourage you all the more in that. And in the end, when this thing is a lasting, stable project that actually lasts through all the hard things, because everyone goes through what you're going through. And what do we know about starting a whole new crypto project? And probably from you didn't have much money, so you needed your friends to help you with liquidity and all this, and you didn't know what the hell you're doing. Fine, that's okay. You don't have to fall on a sword and put yourself on a crucifix for that. So man up and own where you need to apologize. Like, I don't even know what you need to apologize. Like, what did you really apologize for? You don't even have anything to apologize for. So stop it. Stop the false humility, which I'm not saying you did that. I'm just saying, yeah, if you did some things that you know, then your conscience that was wrong, own it and apologize. Yes. Otherwise, just, yeah, it was like you're learning as you go and you could have done things better. Yeah. Hindsight's always 2020. How many of us have started a massive crypto project like this? None of us. So we can just shut the hell up and deal with it. And you stay on the straight and narrow, which I feel like you are. And Dreamer made a good point. You need to hear the community, hear concerns, but you also, like, I'm going to hear my 6-year-old daughter. Okay. But I'm still her dad. And so, right. I hope that's a good analogy. Someone needs to be reaching out to George. Who's reaching out to George? I am George. We're all George. Someone needs to be reaching out to all the other actual, like, hardcore supporting YouTubers. Most of them, you lost most of them. I mean, that's like your bread and butter. Your actual hardcore fans were leaving. Let's talk about Disaster Central. That there needs to be a PR guy that's on it like a hawk, 24/7, and messaging that's clear, that's totally submitted to you in the way you want it to be. Okay. And I know that's probably a really hard step, but like the face of DeFi social media. Love you guys. Crypto Grady out. I'll do more videos. Sorry for I haven't done videos in a while, so I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing, what I'm going to do, even how public I actually want to be, what I want to do. So I haven't been doing videos. Sorry for everyone who doesn't even hardly know what DeFi Kingdoms is. I do have a chat group, WhatsApp, all kinds of things, crypto. And I've been wanting to get more serious about doing YouTube videos every day. We'll see. I mean, I'm kind of all in with DeFi Kingdoms at this point. And what you guys are doing, believe in you guys, love you guys. Crypto Grady out.